25567. Gonna apply that here. All right, now your server and you is running on 25567. Sweetness. I'm gonna minimize this just in case we need to come back and fix it. And I'm also gonna minimize the command prompt just in case we need to come back and look at it again. Now, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to create a new folder anywhere you want and name it whatever you want, because you can always change this later. I'm just going to call it your server. Now, there's a couple files you'll need to move into this your server folder. The first one is the CraftBukkit that you downloaded. You're going to need to move it into the your server folder. And then if you're using BukkitGUI, you can move it in there as well. But I'm not going to be doing that because I want to keep this as easy as possible. Next, you're going to need to create a file in this folder. The file is going to be CraftBukkit Starter. And the reason you need CraftBukkit Starter is because the Minecraft server, the vanilla one, was written for Windows, just Windows in its own, and it had a built-in starter for it. This CraftBukkit, it's a Java program. There is no starter for it. It will run Java, and there's no GUI, there's no nothing. So you won't be able to see anything, you won't be able to use it. All it'll do is clog up your system. What you need to do is make an official starter for it, almost like a match for a campfire. The Minecraft.exe is propane, okay? Okay, that's not good. Minecraft.exe is one of those fireplaces where you hit a button and they just turn on like that, all beautiful and nice on their own. But CraftBukkit for your Bukkit server is like a fireplace with real wood. It's more customizable and it burns better. You can feel the heat better. It's not artificial, but it needs a starter. So, in order to make a starter, you're going to need to write something that CraftBukkit will understand. So you're going to go to New, Text Document. I'm going to name this CraftBukkit Starter. You're going to open that up, and you're going to paste what's in the description into this. All right. You're going to paste that into here, because this will tell CraftBukkit to start. And it'll tell it what kind of system you have, whether it be 64-bit or 32-bit, excuse me. And then I'm going to go to Save As. Now, if it was a text document, whenever we would click it, all it would do is it would reopen up as a text document. So you're going to want to change it to where it'll run as a program. So I'm going to save it as all files. That's good. And then I'm going to name it at the very end .bat, because that'll save it as a batch file. So now you see you have this one with little gears. That's going to run it. So you can get rid of this one, the CraftBukkit Starter. You're going to want to double click CraftBukkit Starter. And oh, here we go. Your server is starting to run on its own. You're going to let it sit here. All right, now it's done. Now, in order to stop your server, again, I'm hoping you've had vanilla. You just type stop. This is just like the window, the vanilla server, except it's just in command prompt. So saved everything. And it created a bunch of new folders that it needs to run. Don't worry about any of these yet. I'll talk about all these in detail later. First, I'm going to go to where it says server. And I'm going to edit it with Notepad++. All right. So generator settings, if you have a specific generator you want to use, go ahead. If you want to allow your players to go to the nether, level name, I'm going to change this. No, I'll leave that as world for now. Enable query, false. Allow flight, false. Default port. Mine is 25567. Again, depending on what this says right here, that's the number it needs to be in order to start on the right port. Level type default. See, I believe everything else is in order, and I'll talk about all the rest of this later. Oops. So I'm going to save that. Get X out of there. All right, that was the IP address thing, if you recall. Now I'm going to click CraftBukkit Starter again, and let the server start up with all the correct settings. Now it says done here, which means it's ready to go. I'm going to open up Minecraft, And I'm going to see real quick if our server is working. So I'm going to add a server. Oops. And then you're going to... Now, if you have no idea what to type in the server address, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go back to your internet browser. You're going to type in what's my IP into Google. And then the number up here is the number that you're going to give people, and you're going to type into your server address right here. And if you have the port as 25565, that's all you're going to do. But if you change the port, you have to put a colon and then put the number after it to make sure that Minecraft gets directed to that port. So as you can see, the world's up. And you've officially created a Bukkit server. It's extremely laggy for me because I have many programs going on right now. But you've created your Bukkit server. In the next episode, I'll be talking about the basics of creating a spawn and things like that. So see you guys next time, and keep playing Minecraft.